All right. Hey, good morning. Today is Tuesday, June 9th. 4 days left, including today. We got this. We're going to be skipping ahead just a little bit here. As you can see, this is yesterday. We went through 80. We're going to skip up to page 87, 487 to 490. This will be our last day dividing fractions. And when I say dividing fractions, I mean really recognizing that when you have to divide fractions, you should just multiply. But tomorrow we're going to begin into lesson 25, which is going to get into converting units of measurement and stuff. Okay, and so we're only going to have like 3 days of that, but that's an important section to get some instruction in, to learn some of the basics of those conversions. Fortunately for you guys have already talked to Mr. Annan a little bit about some conversion stuff, so we're going to try to focus on things that are not. If I did this right, hope I didn't mess that up, but we're going to be focused on things that are not as focused on some things that Mr. Annan's already worked with you with. There's only a few assignments there, and for that standard, for that skill, for your gradings of that, there's only 3 things there, so it means you need to get pretty much all of that done, right? So don't leave it. Let's see. Let's get to work. Yep, on 487 here, actually, should we go back and answer a few questions on 480 here? One question in particular I want to talk about, because multiple kids had questions about this problem. Okay, so we're going to talk about this one. It says, student volunteers are getting ready to hand out programs at a talent show. Leah and Thomas are each given half of a stack of programs to hand out. Leah divides her half equally amongst herself and 2 friends. What fraction of the original stacks of programs do Leah and her 2 friends each have? Okay, so there's a stack of papers, right, of programs. Leah gets half of the stack. Okay, so right now Leah has half a stack. So I'm going to draw Leah's. So this is Leah's half stack, right? That's Leah's half stack. This whole thing represents 1 stack, right? This whole thing represents 1 stack. This is half of 1, okay? So Leah's going to separate this amongst herself and 2 friends. So that's 1, 2, 3 people, right? So we're going to divide this into thirds, divided amongst 3 people. So I did 1/2 divided by 3, okay? And that's going to give me the relationship to the whole that we're talking about here, right? Okay, so this might be Leah, this might be friend 1, this might be friend 2. This is what each of them are getting, right? The question is, what fraction of the original, meaning the whole thing is the original stack, do Leah and her 2 friends each have? How much do they each have? Well, Leah has 1 out of a total of 6. Okay, well, she has 1/6 of the original stack. Okay, so 1/2 divided by 3 equals 1/6. Okay, so naturally, if I think about multiplication, this should be 1/2 times 1/3. That equals 1/6, right? All right. You can obviously pause that and go back if you need to. Let's go ahead and jump forward here to 487. Okay, there are 8 problems here. 487, 488, 489, and then on to 490. The math journal at the bottom, I'm not worried about you doing the math journal down here. Not worried about that math journal. So, yeah, we should be good. So, 487. Let's look at the example problem here. It says Sierra has a photo album with 3 empty pages. Each photo uses 1/6 of an album page. How many photos can Sierra put on the empty pages? So she has 3 pages, and she's going to divide that into 1/6 size, right, into groups of 1/6, because each 1/6 represents the amount of space that the photo takes up, right? So therefore, as you see in the drawing here, if this is one page and it's broken into 6 parts, therefore there can be 6 photos there, right? Well, naturally, if there's 3 pages and there's 6 on each page, we get 6 photos will fit on 6 photos will fit on each of the 3 pages, right? So this doesn't really answer. Yeah, 6 photos will fit on each of the empty pages, which is going to be 18 because it's 6 times 3, right? Okay, because the idea is that it's 3 divided by 1/6, right? Is the problem, okay? And that's how we get to our 18. Okay, let's do number 1 together here. It says Corinne picked 1/4 gallon of blackberries. She poured equal amounts of blackberries into 4 containers. What fraction of a gallon is in each container? Okay, well, if she has 1/4 of a gallon, so let's go and model this. This whole thing is 1 gallon. Okay, she has 1/4. She has 1/4, correct? That's 1/4 of a gallon. And she's going to take this and she's going to put it into 4 different containers. So I'm going to divide this into 4 groups. 1, 2, 3 lines makes 4 groups. They should be equal. They're not drawn equally, but they're close enough. Okay. So the question is, this is container 1, container 2, container 3, and container 4. So what fraction of a gallon is in each container? So in this one right here, we have 1 out of, and again, this is 4 by 4, so that's going to be 16 total parts. So it's going to be 1/16. Therefore, my equation would be, I have 1/4. I'm dividing this into 4 groups or 4 containers, and that equals each container to have 1/16 of a gallon. 1/16 gallon. Okay. I could have solved this problem by using multiplication. I could have done 1/4 times 1/4, because this is what, as you can look at just the model, this right here is 1/4 of 1/4, right? It's 1/4 of 1/4. So 1/4 of 1, oops, you guys can't see that. Sorry about that. 1/4 of 1/4. So therefore 1/4 of, remember multiplication is of, 1/4, that equals 1/16 because we multiply across. Yep. So again, multiply when you can. All right. We've been working on this for quite a few days now, people. So we should be able to finish this on our own. We have numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to do on your own. So I'm leaving that for you to do independently. I'll be online at noon today. Okay. Talk to you then.